What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about a very interesting trademark made by Sega. This was spotted last night over on Twitter. We'll look at it. I think it was actually earlier that they actually trademarked it, and talk about if this is the future of Like a Dragon Yakuza. We know that there's a new game going to be announced at Tokyo Game Show. They've said that. It's going to probably be something pretty different, right? They talked about that it's going to surprise us, and we've been surprised before. We've had a lot of different types of Yakuza games, maybe mini games inside them as well. So I've said in a couple videos now, they're going to have to really do something different, like just going back to like the old school kind of fighting style instead of turn-based isn't surprising enough. Even like a Judgment 3, I don't think is like a massive surprise, right? Or a Yakuza 3 remake or something like a Kiwami 3, right? I don't know. I feel like they'd have to do something a little bit more off the board. Well, if you go over to Wario, Yakuza Wars, trademarked, filed by Sega. If you look at the left there, I mean, I don't know what any of that means, right? But like you see August 5th, or maybe it's 5, then 8, so it would be like May 8th instead. You see, but yet again, you look down here, 2024, July 26th, so maybe it is actually in the right way, like 8/5, which would be today, and then July 26th, so maybe one of them is like when they put it in, and the other one's like when it's active. Either way, they trademark a name, Yakuza Wars, and it's got people thinking, well, this has got to be maybe it's close, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be the official name of the game, but I feel like it gives us a hint of what it could be called, right? And then you think, okay, well, what in God's name? So when I think of, this is just me, right? When I think of a game called Yakuza Wars, I feel like a coming together type thing. I feel like a breaking of like the chronological order, and, you know, characters die and they stay dead. You know, you move forward and all that stuff. I feel like this would be not like a battle royale, but like some type of game where it brings kind of everybody in. That's the first thing that I think of when I think of it. That could be totally wrong. Now, there's also a game, and I didn't know of it. I've seen people tweet about it, Sakura Wars, and hopefully I'm saying that right. Now, that's a Sega game, so it does, you know, kind of line up with them. And there was a recent game like over the last couple of years, so it's not like it's been out of the spotlight forever. I've never played it. Honestly, I've never heard of it, but I hear and I see actually in the trailer that it involves mechs, that there's like, you know, mecha, huge robots. Well, I don't know. In the gameplay that I saw, they didn't look that big, but, you know, mechs, big robots fighting. Could they be combining those two franchises together? Now, to be honest with you, that would be different, right? That would be surprising. I think something where like everybody's coming together in some sort of like big battle royale type thing would be kind of fun, kind of breaking of, you know, what they've been doing. I have seen people worried about like mobile gacha games. I will tell you right now that if the next Yakuza game is mobile and it's just to milk people of their, you know, money, everything's locked behind a paywall, that would be surprising too. Just for, you know what I mean? That would satisfy what they said. They said it's going to surprise us. That would be the biggest surprise. It'd be like Clark Griswold when he gets the Jelly of the Month Club in Christmas. It would be the greatest, well, maybe not greatest, but it'd be the biggest surprise you could ask for. So I don't know. I hope it's something. I would like the mech thing. I would like, you know, well, do I want it? I mean, the things I've suggested, I actually kind of would like those more. I've even pitched, like, not pitched, but I kind of want, if you could do another, like, Yakuza 0 type thing, or you could focus on Majima. He's definitely gotten the short end of the stick, I think, kind of naturally, but, you know, over the last, 6, 7, and 8, he's obviously been reduced to just kind of like a glorified cameo. If we could get him back in some way, that would be pretty cool. If you remake 3, I'm not a huge fan of 3. Is actually my least favorite of like the entire series that I've played. So I don't know if I need that, but I guess I would take it. You know, if you go back to like the old school fighting, but we just did that with like the man who erased his name, back and forth. So I really don't know what it's gonna be. But again, as I've said before, we don't have long to wait. Like we can keep speculating, but we got a month and a half. You know, late September is Tokyo Game Show. So we don't have too much longer to wait. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on. I hope to see you all on the next one.